So I got this comment and I was prepared to, I was like typing a reply, gonna say like, no, I actually don't have the pattern. And I was like trying to explain it, but then I thought it was so hard to explain over a comment. So I'll just show you how I did it since I don't have the pattern. So I made this a while ago, so forgive me if I'm not as sharp with my crochet knowledge. But so basically it's just a start with magic ring, and then you use double crochets, and you see I used double crochets for quite a few rows until it got large enough to cover up the back of my fursuit's head. I'll show you in a second. This head is an abandoned, unfinished project, but I can still use it to show you the hat. So as you can see, I did the double crochet rows all the way around until it covered enough of the back of the head that I was comfortable with, and then we got to the ears, and this is where the measurements become important. I can't find my measuring tape, but essentially you're going to measure the distance between the outer part of your one ear and then the outer part of the other ear. And you're not just talking about this distance, we're talking about this distance. It's round, or it should be round depending on what your head looks like. But once you get that distance, I'll show you what to do next. Once you have that measurement, you're going to start your round, and you're going to keep going around until that measurement fits in the empty space. So you should keep going until you add your measurement. So let's say it's 10 inches. So you keep going until you say plus 10 inches, and that gets you to your final mark. So the gap that you did not crochet should be 10 inches long to allow for your ears. So in case you need a visual representation of what that looks like, you should start your round, go all the way around, and then this space right here is your gap where your ears are going to fit. And you're not going to sew this, or you're not going to crochet this middle bit. You're going to crochet another round and as many rounds as you need to allow for the thickness of your ears. If you have really thick ears, you're going to need a couple more rounds to allow for more space. My ears are pretty thin, so I only needed, 2 rounds to get all the way through. Once you have finished crocheting those rounds, you're going to measure the space in between your 2 ears. This is going to give you this middle piece that separates your 2 ear holes. Then you're going to find the middle. You should have one big hole. You're going to find the middle of that hole, and you're going to crochet in that piece with the thickness that you measured in between the 2 ears. Once your middle piece is crocheted, you can do the rest of the rounds until you have that extra thickness you desire. When you're done, you should have something like this.